Hello everyone, myself Sheshank, a student of Civil Engineering Department at NIT Raipur. I welcome you all in my YouTube video which is Self-Introspection. So I'm going to explore myself through some of the questions. So what according to you is the most precious thing in human's life? That is time. Time is the most precious thing. So first question that I would like to ask myself is, am I using my time wisely? For me, the most important thing in my life is health, career, and personal growth. All these are important in my life. For health, I have developed a habit of regularly waking up early and go for a walk or play badminton. After that, come to come to the room and take breakfast and then go to attend the college. My college is generally from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. After that, coming back to the room and taking rest. As according to me, rest is as important as work is. Later on, I listen to some of the podcasts or spend my time on Instagram. I know that Instagram is a social media app and usually takes up a lot of my time, but I make sure that the feed of Instagram is filled with motivational and important information which are not useless. But I am usually distracted by movies, web series, which are present on social media platforms such as Netflix or Disney Plus Hotstar, etc. Unfortunately, I have not been able to manage much of my time because of the social media apps for my other activities, which also aligns with my future goals. When I have limited of time, I manage it with well, but when I have a lot of time, I really procrastinate on important tasks because of this social media platform, which I have already discussed before. In my opinion, I have to work. I have to really change my schedule little bit so that I can be more efficient upon my works and do things in much better ways than before. I need to make a to-do list of day-to-day life so that I do not procrastinate and do things on the day when it is required rather than just feeling that not today but tomorrow. That is the most useful thing that I can do is making day-to-day list and having a self-tracking of myself, whatever I am doing, how much I am being productive, and how much I am spending time of unuseful things, and these all things which will help me grow personally. I would like to ask myself that, am I putting enough efforts into my relationships? So I do make time for important people in my life. That is my priority in day to day life. When I am with them, I get an escape zone where we actively engage and interact and listen to each other things without stressing about other things. Generally, I call or communicate my friend uh, whenever I'm in need and whenever they are in need. I listen to their needs and always try to do my best for whatever I can do to help them. And I am always present when they are in need. I always offer help and comfort to make realize that they don't need to worry. I have got their back. I tend to make more effort in the relationship. As according to me, relationship is all about giving and without being selfish. I've always been grateful and never failed to show my gratitude towards my loved ones in any kind of disagreement, and I work towards solution to resolve and rather than focusing on problem, and I'm always ready to compromise to build a strong relationship because each and every relationship is based on trust, respect, care, affection, and trust is the building block of it, and love is the foundation. So, we need to have trust on each and every person to whom we have any kind of relationship, and we should affectionate with them, or have love towards them, and always try to help them. I believe in doing things that are good for them rather than just giving them compliments. I would always like to do work for them which are good for them, not just being buttering them. I always like to give them compliments, but which are true, not delusional. Always try do to do things which makes them to achieve their goals and dreams. And I believe that most of the relationships should be of long term and help them in a tough time rather than being with them only in good time. Relationship is the most important thing in humans' life to grow and to share. Am I living true to myself? Mostly, but not always. In my life, the basic principles that matters the most to me are honesty and kindness. Each of my decisions and actions consistently reflect my values, and I can never compromise with these values. Mostly, my actions are motivated by my own desires, but some of them are influenced by others too. Currently, I am pursuing a goal to have healthy body and communicate efficiently with others. As healthy body will not only boost my confidence, but also it will help me to play badminton more efficiently. As playing badminton is one of my hobby and which also relaxes my mind and will also give a good physique to me. And communicating efficiently is the most important thing in today's world, as today's world is based on communication mainly, because through communication which we can win anyone's hearts. And I also feel comfortable being myself around others, and if I think that there is a need of change, I truly work upon it rather than just procrastinating on it, and I plan to achieve it. People around me often encourage and respect my true self. I treat myself with kindness and accept my imperfections rather than starving for an unrealistic version. I know that I can become better version of myself with small steps consistently. That consistency matters a lot. In my daily life, I have introduced cardio, included cardio such as running for good health, and do some of the exercises. I also spend enough time for my work that are meaningful for me, and I believe changing is a natural process. So to evolve and grow with time is must. So I do some of the works that align with my true self and adds value to me. Am I thinking negative before I fall asleep? Mostly not, but some of the times I think negative before I fall asleep. Most of the times it is positive reflection of the day and what was needed to do something better. But sometimes it is regret or worries that I could not do something, that I wanted to do something much better, but I could not do. I tend to dwell or regret of past or concern about the future. As I try to sleep, I usually sleep quickly, maybe due to tiredness, I wake up sometimes I wake up feeling mentally exhausted. This indicates that I spend a lot of time dwelling on negative thoughts. There is replaying of conversations or interaction in my head, focusing on how could I have done better, and never let that go person. I was not able to express myself. I wanted to tell person what are the things that I could do, but I was always inferior. I was insecure and was not able to express myself. I do worry about tasks for the next day, thinking about the uncertainties. It triggers negative thoughts into my mind that what would happen if this will happen. And I also know that these are not into my controls, but I worry. And I'm trying to make myself calm when these types of thoughts arises in my mind by reading some of the books to understand the psychology behind this. Why do this happens when I know that these are not in my controls? So I've come across some of the solution that thinking positive and being having self control is are the prime important things that are need to be done, and having a positive self talk is what is needed during this time. Now, what according to you is the foundation of any relationship? Love. That is love. So I have a question related to it. Is it more important to love or be loved? The question has puzzled a lot of philosophers, poets, and everyday people for centuries. While there is no straightforward answers, I believe that both loving and be loved are essential for aspects of the human experience. So first, loving. If we love, it allows us to connect with other people on the deep level and to care of their well-being and to express the joy of giving. This love not only is always about giving, it's about opening ourselves up to the possibility of forming meaningful relationships, building strong bonds, and creating lasting memories. Now, on the other hand, being loved provides with a sense of security, comfort, and validation. When others love us, they accept ourselves as we are, not not trying to change ourselves. They accept us with all our flaws and offer us support and encouragement. Rather than pitting loving against being loved, I believe that both are intertwined and equally important. When we love others, we also open up ourselves the possibility of being loved in return. And when we are loved, we are more likely to feel confident and secure in our relationships. So ultimately, the question of whether it's more important to love or be loved is a false dichotomy. Both are essential components of fulfilling and meaningful life. By embracing both acting of love and the experience of being loved, we can cultivate deeper, more authentic relationships and live a life that is rich in connection and purpose. Now, the most important question is that who am I really? I am a complex and multi-faced individual with unique blend of values, strengths, weaknesses, passions, and interests. I believe in importance of kindness and integrity. This value guide my decisions and behavior. I prioritize these values and I cannot compromise with it. And I also prioritize my personal growth, creativity, and community. So, I excel in creative problem solving, um, empathy, and leadership. However, I struggle with little bit of handling stress and communicating effectively in high pressure situations. I am also passionate about learning, writing, and helping others. In my free time, I enjoy reading, hiking, and exploring new places, going into the nature, having self talk. These are some of my favorite pastimes. I value deep connections with others and prioritize building meaningful relationships. I also support my friends and also care for my family members and collaborate with team players. My actions are guided by my values and principles. I strive to live authentically and make choices that align with my true self. So, my upbringing and cultural heritage have shaped my values and perspective. I cherish the traditions and values that have been passed down to me while also embracing my new experiences and ideas. I'm working on development a more compassionate inner voice and being more in tune with my emotions. I recognize that self awareness is a journey, and I am committed to growth and self improvement. I've evolved significantly over time, and I am proud of that progress I have made. I continue to learn and grow, and I am excited to see what the future holds. My life is guided by a sense of purpose and meaning. I am driven by a desire to make a positive impact in the world and leave a lasting legacy. I am comfortable with my complexity and recognize that I am a multifaceted individual with contradiction layers. And I am work in process. I'm excited to continue exploring and discovering who I am really. Am I taking care of myself physically? Yes, nowadays I am eating balanced food and nutritious food. It contains vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates in good amount. Currently, I am on calorie deficit to control my belly fat and have a healthy body. I don't rely much on this processed and unhealthy food. I do prefer homemade food. This unhealthy and processed food makes makes up of fat which are not good for my body, as this fat stores around my belly and reduces my mobility. To keep my body hydrated, I drink 3 to 4 liters of water daily, and this also helps to clear my skin. In the morning, I start my day by stretching and by walking or running, which increases my mobility and also pushes me to have better fitness. I usually sleep for 7 to 8 hours, as it is very much important for my brain rest and also repairs my body. Repairs in the sense like if I do running, then it also repairs my calves muscles, and also according to some of the studies I have come across that sleeping 7 to 8 hours also repairs our brain, resets our brain, and our brain could function much more efficiently. I usually handle stress effectively. I never let stress to have a greater edge on me. As a practical person, I also seek for solution rather than stressing on the problem, as stressing on problem will only give me problem, not the solution. So I tend to make small steps uh, to cure the problem. So, I maintain good hygiene habits such as regular bathing, brushing teeth that keeps me fresh and healthy. I feel moderately energized and provide enough nourishment and rest to keep up with the daily demands. I need to manage habit of unhealthy eating to improve better health.